You just crossed over into the female zone.
So I hooked up with several guys where, based on the circumstances and context, it was very clear that it was going to be a one-night stand. Despite that, I remained quiet and allowed the man to go through his rehearsed monologue over a dinner or drinks because I knew to simply say, hey dude, it's okay, I'm consenting to this one-night stand, that would shatter their little delusions of conquest. Which is why you'll never be able to convince me of any sort of bioessentialist position that men are just these insatiable creatures that need a ridiculous amount of physical intimacy to be fulfilled or to be happy. They like the physical intimacy, but what's more important is the social currency that is attached to physical intimacy. And in that paradigm, consent has no value whatsoever. If it's not a net zero, then it's even a net negative, because you are not able to manipulate a woman in any way.
Le who? The her.
Hold up, sweetie. You need to hold back on the donuts because I think it's actually affecting your train of thought. Let me get this straight. You're saying that consent is not important to men even though they have gone through the rituals that women require to give consent and they have asked for consent. So basically they checked off every box that is required for consent, but you're saying that consent is not important. It's about some kind of conquest. Okay, first of all, if they look at you as a hill to conquest, I'm pretty sure I could see how they could draw a line between you and a hill. But second of all, consent is like the key thing here. Maybe you didn't know this, or maybe it just went over your brain when you were coming up with this pseudo-intellectual talk, but a man who does not get consent from a woman is highly risking what? The legal system to come down on them super hard and them doing years in jail. So you trying to make this spiel about, oh yeah, well, I had these one night stands and I'm going to justify them by saying that consent isn't important to a man really comes off quite disingenuous on your part. If anything, it sounds like maybe you had kind of a regret of the guy that you gave it up to, because it doesn't look to me that you could pull in like a top tier Chad. But anyway, it seems to me that you kind of regret the guys that you chose and you decided, okay, let me justify it this way. And fam, as I always say, don't complicate your life because of these queens. Enjoy the best things you can get in life and fix the things within your control. And you know how this gorilla has taken control? By wearing my Anson belt on the daily for over a year, fam. I don't use low quality items and neither should you. I don't promote simpware here, fam. I promote items that only a boss should wear. You don't have to spend $1 million to look like $1 million. My sponsors know this. That's why I'm excited to have Anson Belt & Buckle as the sponsor of today's video. This is a family-run company that's been around since 2009, and they've completely reinvented how belts should work. And I repeat what I tell my coworkers when they ask about my belt. Anson Belts is one-stop shopping for your belt game. I wouldn't recommend anyone else, and I seriously do wear this, fam. This is my daily, Gorilla certified. Let me break it down. Instead of holes, Anson uses a micro-adjustable track system with quarter-inch increments so your belt fits perfectly every single time. And once you experience that kind of fit and comfort, trust me, you'll never want to wear an uninspiring belt again. And because you can mix and match any buckle with any strap, so you'll always have a belt that matches your outfit perfectly without having to buy dozens of belts that clutter up your closet. But here's the thing, this isn't just about this gorilla's or anyone else's style. It's about feeling more comfortable, more confident, and more polished in what you wear. Anson's belts adjust with you throughout the day. So whether you're sitting, standing, or on the move, you're always comfortable and looking sharp. I've been wearing mine non-stop, and honestly, it's the best belt I've ever owned. Once you try it, fam, you'll never go back to your old beat-up belts ever again. And if you're wondering why you should trust them, apart from the fact that I literally just showed you even a gorilla can look dapper with this belt, this is a company that's still proudly family-owned and operated. It has earned over 40,000 5-star reviews and backs their belts with a lifetime guarantee on functionality. They stand behind every product they make, and once you get one, you'll see why. And because Anson Belt & Buckle is sponsoring today's video, when you click the link in the description, the top pinned comment, or scan this QR code right here, to build a box set, you'll get 2 bonus pieces, a buckle and a strap, completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps, which you can mix and match into 9 unique belt combos, all in one box. It's an exclusive deal you won't get anywhere else, so click the link, build your set, and upgrade your belt game today. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
I'm 39 years old. I have never been married. I do not have any children. And for the first time in my life, I am prioritizing. I am doing the things that scare me, the things that give me anxiety. I just booked a solo trip to Greece. This is the first time I'm gonna be traveling alone. But you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for somebody to go with. I'm tired of never doing the things that, good morning. I'm tired of doing the things that, not doing the things that I want to do because I have nobody to do them with. And you know what? You know what builds confidence? Doing shit that scares you. So get out there, get anxiety, get fear, and just push yourself and do the things that scare you.
100%. You're 39 years old, never been married, don't have any children, and you're starting to travel now, and you're gonna travel by yourself. Okay, a whole lot of things just don't add up to me, because usually when a woman's 39 years old and hasn't traveled a lot and is fairly attractive, I'm sorry, but a woman who has that much freedom, that much attractiveness, and not a whole lot of baggage behind her, assuming anyway, it's not that hard for you to pull in a high-earning guy that will take you on these trips. So you're saying that you went your whole life and you never actually did these trips, or maybe you hadn't no one to do them with, and now you're doing them? Okay, something doesn't add up here, sister. What exactly have you been doing with your whole life? Did you like girl boss it up and you never could find a man because no high earning man wants to be with a girl boss? On top of that, you had no time to go out on these trips because you were working all the time. So now you're enjoying your trips at 39 with no family and nothing to show for it, maybe a career? Sweetheart, that sounds like a story for a man. But hey, womanism gave you a full glass of Kool-Aid and it seems like you drank that up and asked for seconds. Moving on!
This is kind of a really embarrassing video to make, but I know other women are going to relate to it, so I'm going to suck it up and make it. Guys do not find me cute. They don't want to actually get to know me. They don't want to date me. It has been something I have dealt with for majority of my life and probably will for the majority of my life. And I'm not stupid. I know that my face isn't horrible. I know that it's likely because of my body and my weight. And I used to think if I did my hair okay, if I learned how to do makeup, if my face was somewhat okay, maybe a guy could look past that. But it doesn't look like that's happening, so it feels like my only two options going forward is to either lose weight or accept that I'm going to be by myself. And before y'all say that's the obvious choice, just lose the weight. As much as I would love to be 3 pounds and get blown away by the wind, it's not very easy for me. You know, a simple workout, eat in a calorie deficit, you'll lose the weight. It's more of a mental thing for me. I would love to be healthy and thin, but I also wish that somebody could look past that the way I am now. And then I've heard from thin people that dating still sucks for them. So it's just like, it just sucks.
Oh, my XXXL queen. So it's all a mental thing for you. Yeah, I can sum that mental problem up pretty quickly. You're lazy. Instead of actually you having to put in the work to actually thin down, get yourself more attractive, get yourself out there so men will actually find you more attractive so they could approach you. You're like, no. I just want them to, accept me the way I am now, body positivity and all that, because that's the way I want it to go. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure that there are a bunch of men out there who would like to say the same thing. A guy who's like overweight, lives in his mom's basement, and plays video games all day, and he says, I wish a woman looked past all this and come and be with me. But I'm pretty sure if you see that, you're not going to be attracted to it, and you'll be like, no, ew, don't be creepy. Well, guess what? That same mentality of ew, don't be creepy is kind of the same thing that you're asking for when you're saying, oh, look past all this and just accept me the way I am. That's not the way it works, sweetheart. Attraction is a two-way street. Yes, you can be attracted to a bunch of guys, but they have to be attracted to you back. And if instead of offering them filet mignon, you're just offering bacon fat, well, you're not going to get in a lot of fine diners that way. Moving on.
So I just went through a divorce, right? Well, we're going through the divorce. It's not finalized yet. Anyways, my ex-husband's family hates me. I'm like the villain. I'm like infamous. I'm like all these people talk about. I swear, I'm not kidding you. I am all they talk about every day. I post something, within 30 minutes, the whole family knows about it. The whole bitch. So I decided today that it's going to get way worse. If you thought the things I said before were bad, you just wait, Missy. You just wait. You want to keep talking? I have to give you something to talk about. Obviously, I don't give a look at me. Do I give a? Are you paying my bills? Are you me? know you're not. So guess what? Don't care. Oh my God. Wow, Sarah actually has a backbone and she's not a little bitch. No, I'm not. You about me, bitch? I'm talking right the back and I'll do it better, baby. I'll do it better.
Sorry. The voices.
Oh my, her ex-husband really chose wisely with this one. This is why I always say, gentlemen, you got to go through a vetting process, because look at the one that he married. I mean, this is his reward for getting married. Divorcing this special gem here. And yeah, she's not a villain, even though she's completely acting like a villain. I'm getting Harley Quinn vibes here. But as she said, all they do is talk about me. Yeah, because you post something and they're quickly reacting to it. Oh my. Obviously, they don't have the right to react to something you post. So much so that you don't care that you actually made a video on TikTok calling everybody out and to let them know that you don't care. Right. Again, gentlemen, I can't not state this enough. Do not give a woman the ring in your last name when you're in the honeymoon phase. Don't do that. The first 6 months, the first year, hell, the first 2 years, do not give her a ring. You gotta vet her out. I'm talking about you gotta invest a minimum of a 3-year vetting process. And I don't mean see her every now and then every 3 years. I'm talking about the highs and lows over 3 years. That'll let you know if she's a keeper or you just put her back where you found her. Moving on.
I already knew I was going to be single for the rest of my natural life at the young age of 37, but let me tell you why it's more solidified. This gentleman slid into my DMs on Facebook today. Very genuine and forthright in his message. I loved it. It's exactly what I'd be looking for if a guy messaged me off of Facebook and I didn't know you. But I'm not one for small talk or wasting time, so I run it down for him. I tell him I hate men. I voted for Kamala. I am a liberal. I told him that I believe love is love no matter your gender or your color of your skin. I told him that I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do believe, and I don't believe you have to go into a building and give someone money in order to worship your God. I followed it up with a message saying, I know this is kind of weird to just kind of put out there right away, but I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste mine. He read it this morning. He has not responded. And at this point, if he does respond, I'm going to dismiss him because what do you mean it took you all day to respond? You already have poor communication. Disqualified. So again, further proof I'm going to be single for the rest of my natural life. And I'm okay with that.
Sweetheart, you got this girl a little bit confused here because like you actually made this video trying to show the internet how you disqualified the guy off of your rant there, which is something that disqualifies you from a bunch of men. I mean, you actually knew that. That's why you said that you knew that you were going to be alone for the rest of your life, because you know that the majority of men, when they read that, they're like, okay, you know what? I guess we're not compatible. How is it that you're trying to turn an L into a W here? It's really just an L for you. The only W you're getting is going to be the views off of this video. That's about it. Let's be honest. When you started it off with, I hate men, right there, I think you disqualified 99.9% of the men out there. The only ones who are going to go past that are the uber blue pill beta simps out there who love punishment. Everything else you said past that was kind of irrelevant when the startup is like that. But you know what? This girl actually thanks you for that service, because immediately you're pointing it out to men that you are the one who should never be picked. You're doing a great service. Keep up the good work.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.